Welcome back. Let's get to the first corporate on our show. Gati has recorded an operationally strong fourth quarter. The company has reported margins of 2.7% versus 0.9% same time last year. But the company's aspiration is to hit 9% margins in their express division in terms of margins. So they're still pretty long away from what their target is. We're joined by Pirojshaw Sarkari, the CEO at Gati, to discuss the outlook and going ahead, the way forward. Sir, thank you very much for joining in. This is Rima here. That's the first question. You had a guidance to achieve Surface Express margins of 9% by Q2 of FY24. Are you on track to achieve it?
Thank you for having me on the show, Rima. We have recorded a good, robust growth over the last year, 18% on our top line and 100% EBITDA growth. Our margin in the express business is now above 5%, and we have started leveraging with our fixed costs. So,
Mr. Sarkari, you were telling us express division margins are at 5%.
Yes, we recorded the margins at 5% and in our express business, and we are on track to our 3,000 crore revenue figure by 2026 and a margin of 9 to 10%.
26. Pirojshaw, you were telling us annual revenues of 3,000 crore by FY26. So you're holding on to the guidance you had given us earlier. And can you give us the margin guidance? The consolidated margins will be 10% by FY26.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And what about the express division margins? They're currently at 5, but you want to hit 9%.
So the express division margins have to grow faster than our consolidated margins because, as you know, in the consolidated business, we have a few fuel pumps, which of course we are going to sell off. And the express margins as of 2026 should be in the region of around 12%.
Okay, so express margins need to run at a rate of 12% so that by 26 you get to a blended margin level of 10% on a top line of 3,000 crores. That's right, Mr. Sarkari?
Absolutely.
Okay, we got the numbers in. So let's talk about these fuel pumps. What's happening with the planned sale? At what stage are things at right now? How much are you hoping to realize through this?
So we have the buyer on hand. However, the fuel pumps require the ministry approval for transfer of fuel pumps specifically owned by corporates. We have made our applications over there, and we are hopeful that they'll be considered positively, and we'll be able to sell them in this financial year.
Okay, a sale in FY24. You said you have a buyer at hand. Yes. Are the deal contours in place? In which case, you can roughly tell us how much you might be able to raise once these are sold off this year.
So we have made an application to the ministry right now. Let us first get our approvals in place, then we will reveal them.
Okay. We will wait by to hear from you on that. Just two questions on the margin that we were talking about. You had earlier said that this 9-10% would be by Q2 of FY25. Am I right?
I said it will be by end of FY25. You're right.
Okay. Okay, fine. And you also said that you're looking at 3,000 crore of a top line by FY26. Can you tell us or give us some indication of what FY24 could look like? This year in FY23, you were close to 1,700 crores. What can we expect in FY24?
So you're right, we've closed this year at 1,724. If you look at our express business, we've grown 18% and consolidated approximately 16.5%, 17%. We are looking at growing at least 1.5 times the market growth. In the express logistics business, so logistics as such is to grow at about 9%. Express logistics should grow 1.5 times, which is about 13.5%. And we plan to grow at least 15 to 20%.